Cancer Cusp. Oh, welcome in, beautiful soul. The choice you make between now and the next few weeks. Oh, wow. It has the power to completely reshape the next 6 months of your life. And I'm getting that Spirit is saying here quite clearly that you cannot stay between two worlds anymore, because this reading is all about it isn't just about a small decision. It's not about a small decision. This is about a version of you that either stays stuck in old cycles or finally steps into the life your soul has been trying to lead you towards. So let's take a deeper look here at the energy surrounding this crossroad. Like your opening message here is we have the medicine wheel, beautiful souls. The energy of this crossroad, the oracle card here is showing the deeper spiritual energy surrounding the choice you're facing right now. My Gemini Cancer cusps. Spirit is saying that you are standing at a sacred turning point, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Like this medicine wheel speaks about cycles completing, lessons repeating, and the moment where you finally decide, am I going to continue carrying the past, or am I ready to step into a different future? And what's powerful here is the message is about 4 directions, because many of you already know where your life feels out of alignment, all right? You know still what hurts, you know what drains you, you know what part of yourself has been neglected. And Spirit is like showing here that this energy of postponing healing. Like, what part of you keeps saying later, or I'll deal with it eventually, or maybe things will change on their own. And Spirit is like saying here, lovingly but very firmly, okay, the next 6 months cannot be built on avoidance. Something must shift. Now we do have the Jaguar here, and with the Jaguar, I feel like this is where the energy becomes quite intense, all right? The Jaguar is fearless transformation. And so I feel like what Spirit is asking here is, what are you still tolerating that your soul has already outgrown? Wow. Okay, phew. Right? This could be, okay, so this could be a relationship. It could be a job, an old identity, a comfort zone, or even maybe the way you speak to yourself. The Jaguar, he or she, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't move with hesitation, okay? It just trusts, it trusts instinct, okay? So my Cancer Geminis, I feel like your intuition has been screaming lately, like maybe you've been sensing something is ending, something is changing, something calling you forward towards a new path, all right? 28, that could be a significant number, but it does break also down to 10. 10 is that ending to the new beginning. But fear perhaps keeps pulling you backwards, I'm hearing. Like the Jaguar says that you cannot enter the next chapter while hiding inside the old one. So perhaps some of you are being called to leave the emotional shadows behind completely. Not halfway, not maybe someday, fully. 35 also breaks down to 8. So 35 could be a significant number. 28 could be a significant number. Here we got 59. 59 could be a significant number for someone. It also breaks down to 14, which is a temperance energy, which breaks down to 5, which is about change. Blue, the color blue really could be significant as well. And this is the energy underneath it all, right, beautiful souls? And this is very beautiful, all right? Look at it. It looks like angel wings, all right? What I'm getting here is that the upper world says the crossroads is actually connected to your destiny. I'm hearing this isn't a random confusion. This isn't punishment. I feel like this is divine redirection. Like Spirit is trying to move you towards the highest version of yourself. But also you cannot take two small jumps across the canyon, right? As it says in the book of this card. And that line is like really hitting hard, because many of you are perhaps trying to stay emotionally safe while also wanting this massive transformation. And what Spirit is saying, it doesn't work like that, right? Sometimes the soul leap requires trust before proof. So what I'm hearing here is that your next life begins the moment that you stop negotiating with what you know is already over. So beautiful souls, now that we've seen the deeper spiritual energy surrounding this crossroad for you, let's see what the tarot wants to reveal. We're going to look at the path you're currently standing on and what happens if nothing changes. Spirit, angels, ancestors, please come through for this collective. And what shifts if you choose the new path? Thank you for being here, and thank you for hitting the like button, and also the energy that Spirit is guiding you towards over the next 6 months. Beautiful souls, if you feel called to take a deep breath and ground your energy, hey, now would be a good time. Thank you again for hitting that like button. Let's dive in, beautiful souls, Spirit, angels, ancestors, all of the highest light and good. All right, here we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have the Queen of Cups. Look at those angel wings coming out there. We have the Page of Pentacles. And let's have a look here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful souls. Let's have a look at the current path. The Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, this is powerful. Why? Because on the surface, things may actually look okay. The Ten of Cups is comfort, it's familiarity, it's emotional attachment, a life, a relationship, a situation, or maybe it's a path that feels emotionally significant. And this is why the choice is so difficult, because I feel like this isn't necessarily about walking away from something bad. It's more about like realizing, is this truly fulfilling me anymore, or am I attached to the idea of what it used to be? Like, well, okay, so some of you, this is like staying in a relationship because it feels safe. Maybe it's staying in a job because it feels familiar, because it is familiar, or maybe this is staying in an old emotional cycle because they've just become comfortable. And like what Spirit's showing here is that this energy is of emotional nostalgia. Okay, Tens is really coming out in your reading as well, that ending to new beginning around this decision. I feel like this trying to preserve harmony, even while your soul is quietly asking for more, because like the truth is you've outgrown something emotionally, but part of you is afraid perhaps to admit it. All right, let's have a look here. If nothing changes, we have the Lovers. Wow, very interesting this here, because people expect this card to feel romantic and beautiful, right? I mean, look at it, right? But in this position, the Lovers is becoming the card of choice. Like Spirit is saying, if nothing changes, you continue standing between two paths, two versions of yourself, two futures. Like this is like that repeated crossroad energy, repeated cycles, repeated questioning. And over the next 6 months, I'm hearing doing nothing actually becomes more painful than making the difficult choice, because the Lovers asks for like, are you choosing from alignment or attachment? This is Gemini energy, all right? Some of you already know a decision that needs to happen, but indecision itself has become a powerful cycle, right? Has become, okay, what I'm saying is not a powerful cycle, but it has become the cycle, okay? Maybe it has been a powerful cycle for some of you. And, okay, what Spirit's also coming through, the slight little warning, take it with a pinch of salt. Avoiding the choice is still making a choice, all right? Though that is true. It's very true words, right? Even though I said take it with a pinch of salt towards your situation. But it also feels like it hits hard, because this energy can create emotional exhaustion over time. You know, that contrast thinking, the constant, I don't know why I said contrast, something about contrast. But I meant to say the constant overthinking, the constant weighing options, the constant what ifs. And then like, meanwhile, your soul remains suspended between timelines. So we do have your Cancer as well as your Gemini energy here. So let's have a look here again. Okay, Queen of Cups, more water energy coming out. Here's this beautiful card here. She has she looks like an angel sitting here there with her cup, right? And this is now the action. If action is taken, and this is really beautiful. This is like the breakthrough that if you choose a new path, if you trust yourself, if you finally move forward regarding to what your intuition has been trying to tell you, if you come back to yourself, the Queen of Cups is that emotional wisdom, right? The emotional intelligence, right? Intellect, empathy, right? Peace, intuition, healing. It's like this is no longer about survival energy. This is that emotional alignment. So my Gemini Cancers, this really feels deeply connected to reclaiming your emotional truth, not performing happiness, not forcing peace, but staying emotionally available to things that are draining you, but generally honoring yourself. Yes. And what is really beautiful is, the Queen of Cups, she doesn't chase, right? She flows, right? She flows. She has her angel wings and she just flies across the skies and under that moon. I don't know if this is a moon or sun. It looks like a moon or a sun, all right? Either way, it's like shining in the background there, really bright. And this tells me I feel like the next 6 months could bring a lot of emotional healing for you, healthier relationships, deeper intuition, creative expansion. I'm hearing also a calmer, more spiritually aligned life, but only opens once you stop abandoning your own inner knowing. Now, interesting. This is supposed to be a full spread reading, and I got 5 cards out. So your 4th card or of the spread is 2 cards, and we have, interesting, the Page of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles. So from the page to the 9, all right, very interesting. And I feel like this energy that Spirit wants to bring wants you moving forward. Yeah, this is the energy that Spirit wants you moving forward, okay? That slow, grounded, intentional growth. I'm hearing this is not chaos, not emotional confusion, not proving yourself to anymore. Right? Yeah, this is definitely some sort of spiritual guidance here for you, that with the page, right, you start building, even if it's small, even if it's one step at a time. And then the 9 of Pentacles shows us where it's going to lead, all right, to that confidence, stability, independence, and the self-worth. And this is huge for the next 6 months, because Spirit's like isn't saying, asking you to take that leap blindly. Spirit is just saying like, hey, asking you, hey, invest in yourself constantly, your gifts, your healing, your future, your peace, whatever this is for you, okay? Invest in it. And then I keep hearing as well, stop settling for temporary emotional comfort over the long-term fulfillment, all right? Because like your life, because the life that you actually want, it's going to require you choosing differently, all right? This is like also, the page can be also a gift of something, all right? Taking those small steps, learning something in the material world, all right? Whatever this is for you. All right, and having a look here at the bottom of the deck, interesting, we have the world, and I feel like it's really connected to the medicine world, all right? The medicine wheel, I'd say medicine world. All right, so yeah, this is underneath everything. This is talking about a cycle that's ending, all right? And interesting is we do have Aries in Saturn, all right? So it's like this cycle that is ending and beginning. And this is what the choice feels so big. Yeah, this is why the choice feels so big, right? With this world card coming out here, is that you are busy completing a soul chapter. There's an old version of your life that cannot continue into the next phase. And honestly, a part of you already knows this. The world is that destiny, energy, expansion, completion before rebirth, right? And this tells me that like the next 6 months, you are meant to move towards a completely different version of yourself. I'm hearing a lot about healing and peace, the blue energies that are coming out. I'm even hearing something about your crown chakra as well, with the purple dress that she's wearing here. Also, but First Spirit is also saying something needs to close, right? Something needs to be released. Something must be chosen. So, wow, beautiful souls, my Gemini Cancer Cusp. The truth here of this reading here is that you are standing at a crossroad between the emotional comfort and the soul growth. One path feels familiar, the other feels a little uncertain, but Spirit is saying that your future cannot fully open while you emotionally tied to a chapter that is already ending. If nothing changes, the cycle repeats, right? But if you trust your intuition and finally choose yourself, healing does open, peace opens, alignment opens. So over the next 6 months, you are slowly building a life that is actually going to be reflecting your worth instead of your fears. So my Gemini Cancer Cups, the question is, can your life change? Because it absolutely can. You can change. The one gift you have is free will. You get to make choices. So the real question is, are you ready, finally ready to choose the version of yourself your soul has been calling you towards? Whatever this is for you, all right? And Spirit's showing here very clearly that the next 6 months could become the beginning of your liberation story, but only if you stop standing in the doorway of the past. So beautiful souls, if this resonated, perhaps you can claim in the comments below, I choose my next chapter, and claim this new timeline with intentions, right? Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being subscribers and leaving those comments and being part of the Mystical Soul Tribe family here, because you know that you're not walking this transformation alone. You're not. All right. And remember that sometimes the hardest choice becomes the exact choice that actually saves your future. So love and light, beautiful soul. And I'll check you around in the next one.